9:05 in the nation's capital, and we are live right now under the radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. It's ironic, eh? It's ironic. Heavy Duty is on his way. You're lucky you're missing out on the good news, boy, apparently, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. But as we get started, I already know that it's gonna be flooded with phone calls, and I would open the phone lines and I'd leave it open.
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
So I'll open the phone lines and I'll leave it open throughout the start of the program here. And I will go ahead and start with the article that was released just a short while ago from the Ministry of Homeland Security in regards to Dominic Hadid, and I'll read it, I'll paraphrase it, I'll quote. So, quote, the Ministry of Homeland Security advises that the Honorable Roger Alexander, Minister of Homeland Security, has revoked the preventative detention order issued in respect of Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid. The decision follows a comprehensive review of all relevant legal, medical, and public interest considerations, including the recommendation of the Constitution Review Tribunal and ongoing assessments conducted under the Emergency Powers Regulations 2026. While the preventative detention order has been revoked, the criminal investigation into the alleged plot to assassinate the Prime Minister and senior members of government remains active. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, together with local and international law enforcement partners, continues its investigations, and appropriate measures remain in place to safeguard the public's safety. The ministry remains committed to upholding the rule of law, protecting constitutional rights, and ensuring the security of all citizens. And that is what the media release stated a short while ago, as posted here by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We await to hear what the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago has to say in this regard. I'm going to pin this because this is important today. So Genevieve and Dominic Hadid will be freed. They will be going home, and I suspect that the media will be down there outside of the prison, Golden Grove, in just a short bit, and they will capture both Dominic and Genevieve Hadid leaving the Golden Grove prison as they return home. So interesting turn of events. Now, ironically, this comes right after the Privy Council saying that they are not going to rush the matter involving both Dominic and Genevieve Hadid, and the earliest time in which they will hear anything, any arguments from the state, will be in October of 2026, which is what, 2 months away? Yeah, two months away. Some may say 3. So interesting, very, very much interesting, the turn of events there. And this also comes significantly after the Court of Appeal had ordered them to be on house arrest, you know, and then the state appealed the entire matter pending the decision from the Privy Council. And they were trying to get a fast hearing from the Privy Council, however, did not. So I know there's still a lot on this matter, and I want to advise that the matter is still before the courts. But there's still a lot on this matter that the general population is unaware of, because the state did say that they have strong evidence and they have reasons as to why Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid should not have been released and should remain under the preventative detention order. So interesting, very, very interesting turn of events. And again, the phone line will remain open. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. I am It's very interesting. I just saw this come up here on my feed as I was about to start the program. So very interesting turn of events. I have been very vocal on this entire matter, and I've shown you, I think just a couple shows ago, the entire timeline in how all of this has been unfolding from when the Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar went to the United States, joined Trinidad and Tobago up with the Shield of Americas, comes back to Trinidad and Tobago, goes before the Parliament and speak about a list that she has of persons that are, I'll say, drug pushers in Trinidad and Tobago, saying that PNM House, the Balize House, was built with drug money, etc., etc. Interestingly enough, also, staying probably still relevant with this entire matter, the People's National Movement is set to hold a public meeting at Balize House. Interestingly enough is how they title it. They said the PNM is set to face UNC allegations. Those are the key words there. UNC allegations head on at Balize House meeting. And the report goes, the People's National Movement has called a public meeting at Balize House on Thursday, July 23rd, that is today, to address what it calls weeks of misinformation by the United National Congress. In a video statement, PNM Representative Simon Dino Breaker accused the UNC of spreading rumors and propaganda about the party's headquarters. Dino Breaker challenged the narrative that the PNM is hiding something, stating that the party has nothing to hide and will defend the truth. The meeting is scheduled to start today, ironically when we come off the program here, at 6:30 p.m. This meeting will feature political leader Penelope Beckles and other speakers. The PNM frames the event as a stand for democracy, freedom, quoting here, people. They are calling the event a stand for democracy, freedom, and against the growing abuse of power under the UNC government. The public is invited, ironically, to attend the event in person or follow via PNM digital platforms, etc., etc. Interesting. That's how they term it, because it wasn't UNC that ordered the People's National Movement to submit all its documents in terms of its receipts. It is the court. It's not UNC, it's the court that ordered for them to produce the receipts as to how Balize House was built. And why is it that Balize House has not been completed yet? Or all of the works on Balize House have come to a grounding halt as soon as they left office. That's suspicious. And those are not UNC labeled or leveled allegations. Those are things that the receipts are ordered by the court. But anyway, those two things are in the news right now. We'll hit the phone lines. Caller.
Good afternoon, Welch.
Yeah, brother.
I was on another frequency yesterday, calling program about lunchtime between 12 and 1. So I called in the program and I was having a little discussion with the host. The host and I were talking, and he was saying, I was telling him, what's the issue in PNM bringing the bills and showing if they legitimately build the building, they must have the bills and so on, they must have something. So he is saying, I told him, it's not the government that gave the order, it's the court that gave the order. So he's asking me who gave the order. So when I tell him the court is giving the order, he say, well, okay, if the court gives the order, then what happens there?
Yeah.
You simply produce your bills, as I was telling him, you simply produce your bills and everything will be okay. What is the issue?
Agreed.
The Attorney General did not give the order to ask Balize to declare their wealth in terms of producing the receipts and so on. So you see, they're trying to take this to a level where they are saying it's a UNC thing. If the government do that, if the Attorney General do that, if the Prime Minister do that, the Prime Minister give any order for any court order to Mr. Balize House or to the Secretary of Balize House They said declare your wealth or tell us how you are building. Did the court, did the Prime Minister do that, or it came from the court?
It came from the court.
Well, exactly. So you see, the propaganda is changing it around and trying to say that the Prime Minister and Attorney General caused that. The Attorney General might have caused valuation of the property. And that was done by a foreign consultant company from England, I understand.
Okay.
But they are saying that the Attorney General and Prime Minister caused it. And the court gave it. Is the court give the order, not the Attorney General or the Prime Minister? So this propaganda, and the continuing propaganda, like email gate and other things that PNM is well known for, the propaganda continues.
Yeah, man.
So we need to keep our ears and eyes open and ensure to pull wool over it. Take care.
All right, brother. Thanks so much. Well, y'all can call 622-4911. It was up just now. But anyway, I just read something in the chat there. I don't know if it's to correct it or give some information on it, but I'll read it in just a bit. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Oh, Lord.
David.
I was waiting for this.
One thing I like about the UNC, they know how to talk without substance. David, let me ask you a question. How much people around this country are received for the house that they built? You know, for in Tobago build a house with pumpkin and battery, he are receipt? Huh? You see a pastor with a church expanding, one like a boat and all that kind of thing. You want his receipt too? Why own Balizé house you need? What is the problem with Balizé house? Is it hurting you?
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Listen, the members of a political party should ask questions of their leadership, because in 2010, a famous attorney from South said that a particular party collected $485 million to run the 2010 election.
Eric, lovely
right?
Eric.
And let me tell you something.
Eric.
We were in government and we run our election in the red
Eric.
in 2010.
Eric.
Yeah? Go ahead.
No, it is a court order, you know that, right?
Question must be asked.
Eric.
Who gave instructions to send back the OPVs?
Eric.
Who gave instructions to close down John Jeremy's fort?
Eric.
Huh?
Eric.
Who benefited from that?
Eric.
Huh?
Eric.
What about the party that borrowed $1 billion more to build the airport and stole the $1 billion? The U.S. court said, oh God, they steal all that money.
Eric.
They said they had to pay it back. They paid back yet.
Eric.
What about the people who stole the money that were supposed to go for U.S. justice and they say we're not sending them?
Mr. Eric.
Huh?
Mr. Eric.
Yes?
This is a court order. You're aware of it, right?
Yeah, hear what happened. The court wake up one morning and say, hey, how to build Balizé house, boy?
Eric.
Listen, let me give out the order.
Mr.
Nobody
Eric.
didn't go before the court and say we want the order to get Balizé house receipt.
Mr. Eric.
Huh? Yes.
So this is the first time that you're saying you're disagreeing with something that the courts had ordered?
No. You are saying the court order. So the court wake up one morning and decide to order.
That's a fact, but Eric, who ordered Eric, who ordered for Balizé House to release its receipts?
Listen,
or produce their receipts? Eric.
Many people in this country don't have receipts for the houses they build. What about the one with pumpkin or battery?
Mr. Eric, let's stay on the facts. Who ordered for Balizé House to give their receipts?
That is beyond the point.
Oh, gosh.
That's beyond the point.
All right, no problem.
You where the pastor get the money to build all them churches and one like a boat and all that.
You are saying, Eric, if you are saying that is beyond the point.
About being equally before the law?
Eric, you can't, Eric, you cannot now start to talk about equal opportunity before the law when you hold on.
Yes.
When you are saying that it doesn't matter who ordered it for PNM to release its receipts.
No. You
That's
are
what
telling the people
Eric.
The government has nothing to do with this. It's the court that order.
Eric, you just said here that it doesn't matter who ordered for PNM to release their receipts. That's what you just said. I am telling you, Eric.
At the end of the day, the PNM subscribes to the rule of law.
And if they do, Eric,
whatever it is we have to do will be meted out in the courts of this land, and we will follow the law.
Mr. Eric,
Yes?
you are being moronic. This is an oxymoron.
Oh!
Let me tell you. Here is why. Here is why, Eric.
You want to know why?
Eric, here is
Yeah,
why. Because you just said here that it doesn't matter who ordered them to release the receipts.
I never said that.
Eric, that's what you.
I never said
All right, no problem.
those are
Eric,
your
hold
words.
on. I like that.
your words.
Okay,
You
okay.
are telling me
Hold
something
on,
which
Eric.
gives us the impression that the court was inspired. Understand?
Eric, hold on. Since those are
Yeah.
my words, I like that everything we say here is recorded. Would you like to listen to
I got it
yourself?
recorded. Let me
Okay,
tell you.
hold on,
You
hold
are
on,
telling
hold
me-
on, Eric,
you are telling me it was the court that ordered to give the receipts.
Eric,
And I'm asking
Miss-
if the court wake up one morning and decided to make an order.
Mr. Eric,
That's what I'm
Mr.
asking.
Eric, Mr.
Yeah.
Eric, I have everything recorded. I want you to listen to yourself again, right? You want to?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear.
All right.
Shoot and one like a boat and
if
all that.
you are
You want
saying-
the receipt too?
Eric, if you
Huh?
are saying that is
Did you
beyond the
ever
point,
hear about being equally before
Eric,
the law?
Eric,
Huh?
you can't, Eric, you
Yes.
cannot now start to talk about equal opportunity before the law when you
Equality before the law.
hold on.
Yes.
When you are saying that it doesn't matter who ordered it for PNM to release its
No.
receipts.
You
That's
are
what
telling the people
Eric,
they are thinking about the receipt.
Mr. Eric, Mr. Eric, who?
Yeah.
Let's stay on the facts. Who ordered for Balize House to give their receipts?
That is beyond the point.
Did you hear that, Mr. Eric? That is what you just
Sir,
said.
you are confusing your own self.
But
You are the
Eric,
most
you-
confused
all
man
right.
in history.
All right. Have a great day,
I know
Eric.
the English language, you know.
Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. People, listen to that one more time, huh? One more time. This is the recording, huh? Listen to it one more time. See, it's who? Eric.
Many people in this country
Eric,
don't have
Miss-
receipt for the housing
Miss-
bill. What else you
Mr.
want to talk about? You have receipt?
Mr. Eric. Mr. Eric. Who?
Yeah?
Let's stay on the facts. Who ordered for Balize House to give their receipts?
That is beyond the point.
Oh, that is beyond the point. That is what Eric said, you know. And then he comes on to say he never say that. Hey, Lordy, Lord. Caller.
Good afternoon. I see they are going to have a function today surrounding the court matter with Balize House. My question is, won't some of the speeches and statements that are going to be made in this function fall as a contempt of court?
Well, not really.
Is that the matter stopped you this say?
No. No proceedings have started just yet. No court proceedings has.
Well, if the court make an order and the court is
Yeah.
awaiting the order to be fulfilled,
Correct.
I assume it's sub judice.
No. It won't be. It won't be sub judice because no one went before the courts just yet. It's a court order and it's a pending matter, so they could freely talk about it as much as they want. So,
Okay, well, let me put it to you this way. The court is waiting on them to respond to their orders.
I agree.
So the place to respond is in the court.
I agree with you. 100%.
Not in Balize House.
Correct.
So the time you take to go there and make whatever statement you feel to make, it is better you save your energy and go where you're supposed to go.
I agree. Totally
In
agree
the
with you.
courthouse?
100%.
And I strongly admonish Eric to seek to do that. Seek to satisfy the court, no, man. The court is equal before everybody. You see what they did with the gentlemen. You see what they did with the Hadid matter. The council say they will not be rushed.
Agreed. Yes.
Nobody is to be treated special. There's no difference between them and anybody else. No other applicant. And so it is with our courts here.
Yeah.
And Eric needs to understand that. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. I'm going way.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Caller.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell Eric for me there's only 4.25 cents in a dollar. And Eric Williams had one. And Eric Williams is dead. So is the PNM. 5 cents is a 7, like the Bali say. And that was Eric Williams when he went in the manger. It was given to him. So PNM is dead.
Thanks so much. I think it doesn't matter what the PNM say today, you know. It doesn't matter. They're trying to fight a matter in the court of public opinion to try and persuade persons their way. That's what all this about later on today at 6. Caller.
Good afternoon, David.
Yeah, brother.
David, I think you heard me say that Eric has many certificates, and one of those certificates is from the psychiatric St. Anne's Hospital. Well, this evening, he has proven that he has that certificate from St. Anne's Psychiatric Hospital. By his comments and his behavior just now, he has confirmed that he has that certificate. Would you say?
I agree with you.
Yes. Okay, thanks.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. The thing is, a liar don't have a memory, boy. Because you just came on, you say one thing, and then when I back you in the corner, it's a normal thing. He changes the goalpost. He tries to shift around. He's caught in his lies. That's what he is. He's caught in his lies, and he doesn't know how to actually have a fruitful debate and a conversation. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, David. I want to ask a question out of the box, right? Just tune in, and good afternoon. Is it good to say that, or is it a good thing for the country to be run by one governance? And I applaud the government of the day for going after the 1% and on all the lawless high people and them in this country. So I just want to know if you think it would be a good thing for one government to run the country. And if we don't have a second party, who's going to keep order? Because we keep saying, kill the PNM, and we don't want the PNM dead. Right? So we have to think about what we're saying and what we're doing before we make these kind of things.
I think you're probably misunderstanding what persons mean when they say that. When we say PNM dead, we mean say corruption, the ways of governing Trinidad and Tobago is done with. We're not saying that we don't want opposition. We're saying that the fact that they continuously try to lie their way through everything is what we are done with. But caller.
Hello, good afternoon, David.
Yes, ma'am.
Eric asks, who have received for bill in the house?
I didn't even want to answer that. But
Pamela Bissessa, she have received for bill in the house.
Yeah.
When Manning stood up in the parliament and association to King Palace, she brought a box of receipts. So that answer one of Eric's questions.
Thanks so much.
But I think they're going mad. They're going crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about mad ants. When I was growing up, it had something called mad ants. They're behaving like mad ants. They're all over the place.
Agreed.
You understand?
Yeah.
And on another point, Metro News, I heard the troops man wrote to the president of India
that story we get into. Yeah. We're gonna get to that.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get to that story. Caller.
Yeah, evening, David.
Yeah, man.
So, Eric, in one hand, while I might agree with him to a point that not everybody keeps the bills.
Well,
right?
I will defeat that. I'll defeat that by saying this, right? It's not a matter of persons keeping their bills because everything that you do is tracked. So if you're engaging in building a house and you transfer money to one entity to another, all right, that is tracked online. I agree with you.
Let me just finish what I was saying, right? While I agree with him, the average person, let me put it this way, the average person wouldn't keep all of them, right? But PNM is an organization, right? And as an organization, just how they was accusing the union of thieving money, right? But the union is an organization just like the PNM, and they have audited books at the end of every year that they give accounts, and they have to give account to the members, and they have to produce all the bills.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So the PNM is also an organization that needs to keep the bills
to account,
and show where the money, income and expenditure for the organization is going.
Yeah.
Right? So they have no excuse. And a court order is a court order. You must obey the court order. Right? So Eric could try where he want because he in the same hand, in the very same sentence, not long lower down, said that the PNM obeys the law.
Exactly.
But if you're obeying the law, then you have to listen to the court order.
Agreed.
Right? And the court order didn't come from any private person. It came from the TTPS, if I recall correctly. Right? So if the TTPS asks for investigation and they get the court order to go with it, then you have to obey the court order.
Agreed.
There's no if and but about it. Right? You could make all the excuse and fight how much you want in the court. You still have to obey the court order because it have already been given out.
Yeah.
Right? So I this Eric person is I don't know why we just be listening to propaganda. Right? Then somebody else came and said something. Boy, what was by? Oh geez, I forget when I remember, I will call you about.
No worries. Thanks so much. All right. The fact that again what they label this public meeting as is PNM to face UNC allegations. You know, hey, this is crazy. Caller.
David, good evening, my dear.
Good day.
Where have you not coming out yet?
Yeah, he's almost here. He should be here in just a short bit.
Nice. Great, guys. It's the most nonsense I have ever heard. Which organization does not keep their bills?
Mm-hmm.
You were in government when you were building Valley's House. Of course, they will want to know to declare your assets. Of course. So don't come to tell me that you're playing like you're stupid now.
Yeah.
Because you are not. So, and Eric, something is totally wrong with you. For you to come on the station all the time and be fighting for PNM like that. You fighting for somebody to come back and destroy Trinidad? You have to be sick, Eric. You are simply... Listen, I'm on the radio and I have to have respect. But I can voice my opinion. And I know why I keep my respect. Because I have to. But sometimes you all want people to get out of line to tell you all what they really want to tell you all. But let me tell you something. I can't believe you come on the station all the time and fighting to bring back the PNM. To do what? To destroy us?
Yeah.
Eric, sit down. And the court says what they said. Nobody can do that. Nobody's above the law.
Correct.
Okay? So don't come to tell me about people just showing the receipts. You're not supposed to show your receipts. You were the government at the time building Valley's House. You're supposed to have every single receipt, every block. Have a good evening, guys.
Thanks so much. Well, I've heard a rumor that, just after the general election, before they left office, they were shredding a lot of papers in some ministries. I don't know. Caller.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. David.
Hi.
Yes. Well, I'm surprised that nobody don't want to know how Valley's House is built. To me, everybody should want to know that. Because they didn't have money to pay off the debts. They come in 9 years and they build that monstrosity. How? You understand? And they couldn't run the country that had money. Right. They built something without money. And a lot of people lost their jobs and they couldn't run the country, but they could build that.
Correct.
I heard them, so I want to know because I lost a lot. When I went to the hospital, my husband died from COVID. When I went, the doctor exact words is that he died because he didn't get oxygen.
Wow.
And up to today, I am hurting. They build body. I want to know. And this evening, I will admonish everybody, listen to hear what it is they have to say, what it is they're telling their members. They can't answer that. I want to know. Everybody should want to know how bad is the whole bill.
Correct.
Because in the elections, they told us the country don't have no money, and they run. They literally run, they call it early election. This thing should be mind-boggling to everybody. Right? I want to know. I am tuning in this evening. Because I was a middle-class citizen. And I became a beggar. I had to beg. Wow. People had to pay my bills. And they were running the country. They couldn't run it, but they built Valley's House.
Yeah.
I want to know Let them answer. Let them answer. If they can't run the country, let them stay out. And by the way, let PNM stay out for good. They cannot run the country. I was at PNM, and I voted them. And when I voted them, every thing started to raise. I said, but what is this you really doing? Because these people can't run the country. The next government come in, everything going down, and we living nice. When all they come in, all they raising everything. And all they telling me, oh, all they fixing by the country that they think. They mess it up. They mess it up, but they're leaving more money than they meet. They're leaving the country better than they met it.
Exactly.
Right? So who are they fooling? Not me. I run out of PNM. I wake up. I said, not me again. I put in all in government and all they taking my money from my pocket after. And all they fooling all their own and all they raising all they pay. What sense that making? Exactly. And when Auntie Kamala came in, I saw my way. I built a room. I was living nice.
Wow.
You understand? Right now, I have to run my money, my house with less than half of the money I was getting. And I don't have no husband, I don't have a job. My bank account gone through. Bring back pain, all they mad or what? All they want to end up like me? I just praying every day. I praying for my Prime Minister that she will get through and our country will run smooth and people will see what it is this woman is trying to do to our country. But PNM, we have to kill PNM for good. And they too, they would live good too under this government.
Agreed. Totally. Thanks
so much. I think I took up enough for your time and I get this off my test. Have a nice day, Mr. David.
You too. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for calling. Caller.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Well, ladies, ma'am.
Yes, hi. Afternoon, Eric. A couple of
She said, good afternoon, Eric. You know.
On your supreme. Oh my God. David.
Go ahead.
Right. So, David, on your patience with Eric, oh my God. Secondly, we need to go to the Senate with the removal of the CDO on the Hadith because it's going to raise a lot of anger and stuff. The third thing, they're making out this thing to be an attack on the quote-unquote 1%, and they're making that 1% a racial issue. I would like people to know that the 1% of Chicanas and South Trinidad are East Indians. Right? So if they're in Bacchanal, they'll also come for them. And lastly, the 2025 election results has demonstrated clearly how psychologically weak the PNN is.
Agreed.
Because the NAR, the UNC, and the People Partnership got their one term, were booted out, real or imagined, went back into opposition, or left, rebuilt, and they come back. There was nothing about this withholding of funds in your control, corporation. There was not this vitriol about they don't like it. What is this? They've shown how weak they are psychologically.
Yeah.
And I think to God that people are seeing through this. We cannot allow our minds to be captured by these kidnappers. We have to stop suffering from Stockholm Syndrome.
Agreed.
Yes, right. So David, have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Caller.
Hi, good afternoon, David.
Hi.
A very interesting program.
Thank you.
That Mr. Eric, what's his name? That man, every time he come on all the program, all his points is irrelevant. Right? I want to know where PNM get that money to build Balize House.
Everybody.
Trinidad and Tobago want to know where they get that money to build Balize House. Because if I buy a shoe, I have a bill. Right? And if something wrong with the shoe and I carry it back, I have to produce my bill.
Correct.
Give them a bill.
Correct.
Everything is bill. Yeah, and you have to keep your bills. But no, they want to talk about the Pink Palace. That lady toil and sweat, she and her husband, and build that from scratch. They fasten out a place to mind the Prime Minister business in South where she built she house. They need to mind the business and set the house in order. Where them getting the money. Look at Mova Lavantil, all them buildings there with run down. It break up, it mash up, it nasty. Why they don't set the eyes on that? While Rowley them building Balize house, look how them was living and still were PNM in power. They were PNM come back in power. For what? For what? We want to know where Balize get our money from to build Balize house. When I remembered very clearly that the short man, what is his name, boy? Imbert saying Parliament. He said we're running on fumes. We only have money for 3 days. The country have no money. And then he come again and he say this. What? I did it my way. Well, call a member. All you have to give account for how Balize house gone up, and all you want to fight, all you feel all you above the law, and all you want to take that to court, and you all don't have no bills, no nothing. All you get money from here, all you get help from there, nothing like that to prove. And oh good, how much? That is 300 million and more. How can you sell a raffle? A raffle is $100. How much raffle? All you feel people dotish? All of you people dotish in Trinidad and Tobago, people not dotish, it's just a few all your brains washed and manipulated under the influence of the PNM. We need to know, because they want to take that to court. I'm watching how they taking it to court. And they going and they want to go, how did they say it? They're taking it to a fight. So all you rather fight and go to court and have nothing to prove how all you build Balize house. And simple thing, just to produce all the documents. This is how I build Balize house. Have the accountants to give, the documents and see. And nothing like that. So all you want to go to court and shame all yourself, man, embarrass all yourself, and then the PNM might want this PNM government back in power. And we clearly seeing how they are a brotherhood of wrongdoers and they keep each other's secrets. You understand? They're a brotherhood of wrongdoers. They keep each other's secret, and as long as you breach code of secrecy, they say, Rowley said, we're going to kill you politically. It's a code of the Cosa Nostra. We could read between the lines with the PNM. Let it take it to court. But if it was the UNC to do that, watch me. The Calypsonian say the city go burn down with jamming still.
Correct.
Die with that do we UNC people. They that torment we and persecute we and drag we like mannequins in Port of Spain there. But they're doing this to the PNM, but God exposing every dark secrets about the PNM. Okay, I go on, Dave.
Not a problem. Thanks so much. That's the question of code. Caller.
David, good evening.
Yes, brother.
That lady could have said better. If you take the people money, $500 billion and more, supposed to get grants and things all about in the COVID. You get money right, you get millions of dollars. And if you take it and see what the people them, the supporters and them, who want great is the PNM and we shall prevail. If they give them something, I can understand, boy, David, boy. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But they give them nothing. They give them nothing. Not even the bread that the devil leave, brother. Not even the crumbs. And they're turning around now and telling people, put your eye off Balize house. Put it off. Because you know why? Because you tell me, with organizations, don't keep the bills and things, brother.
The PNM.
You tell me, who done really trying to fool? Eric, live right in the back of me. Sometimes I sit down and I say, nobody will listen to that fella. And then somebody else call and say, yeah, they listen to him. You understand? Because it makes sense. You understand? They are the people that create this bacchanal and this wrongdoing to this country, my brother. I reckon them missing the CPAP contracts on them. They're missing the public purse.
Yeah.
So they will say anything, my brother, just to get back to enhance themselves and the few and the family and friends, my brother. You understand? So the people in the country only have to understand that none about UNC, PNM, NAR, whatever it might be, brother. You have any government take into office, the first and foremost, my brother, the wealth of the country will trickle down to the average man.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me you hire supporters of them living in scorn, my brother. People walk washing the mouth on them. You understand? Hang themselves, call them all kind of names up in the hills, my brother. About nobody can go up there with gas to sell because they're like vagabonds and all kind of thing you call them. And they're the same people them that are going back after 4 years to ask them to vote for you to ball great is the PNM and we shall prevail. You understand? People in the country, you have an administration now that's trying the best to give everybody piece of the pie, my brother, and ease the burden and to secure this nation for your children and your grandchildren's future. Be aware of the wrongdoers. We want to hear what's happening right now in the PNM. You understand? Because they're the one have to answer where the $500 billion gone and more. Nothing the bill. I remember, before I go, in 2010 to 15, when they come in 15, he said we had nothing to build. Everything that the UNC built already. We had nothing to do. You understand? The turn around and tell the country after, hey, we live on fumes, you know. We may not have money much, but all of a sudden, you know, Rowley went and buy painting. You understand?
Yeah.
$1 million. In but go and pay off Emil Ayas. You understand? Big money. You understand? And you can't tell me your goat and your sheep living better than the people them balling great in the PNM. They're living in air condition while you're suffering your people them and cutting the lights. And some of them taking the current because they don't have the money. Because they're balling great in the PNM and you ain't give them nothing. And certain friends of yours, you know, get exemption. Millions of dollars, my brother. PNM supporters, will you wake up and understand this is about party politics. It's about issues, about your future, your generation, and your children, and yourself, my brother. I thank you, my friend.
Correct. Obi.
Yes, good afternoon, fellas.
Yeah, man.
So, I want to ask you a couple questions. Very simple questions. So, when you buy land, and you have to pay a land tax on it?
Yep.
And then when you build a house on it, you have taxes to pay for your materials, right?
Yep.
And then you just finish build your house, right?
Yep.
And then Money Leprechaun came when they were in governance
Money Leprechaun.
and decided that because you sacrifice and buy land, sacrifice and build a house, and sacrifice and upgrade your house, he felt that you should pay the state for upgrading your house.
Yeah, property tax and stuff.
So if you had rubber tile in your house and you upgrade to porcelain tile, he felt that you should pay more for that. If you had 6 Lasco fan and you buy 1 AC unit, he felt you should now pay more because you have an AC unit, right? The same people are wrong to survey your property so he could tell you how much he think your thing worth and tell you what you should pay them. So if I have to be governed by that law and all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago need to be governed by that law that Money Leprechaun and them came up with, including PNM and UNC people, why can't I now ask you to show me the receipts so that I could know how you build your property also? Why can't I ask that?
Correct. Makes sense.
And that is all I had to say. Fellas,
so
enjoy
much.
the evening.
Thanks so much, Obi. Thanks so much. I have something to play, and then we had to go for the break, but Heavy Duty is in studio with me. But Take a quick listen to this Trinidad. Take a quick listen. This is what the lovely lady spoke about just now.
A code, a mafiosi code. We keep each other's secret. It's only when you break rank, you go there and expose us, and for that, we're going to kill you politically. It's the code of the Cosa Nostra. As long as we stay together, we will survive together. And we agree not to breach the code of secrecy. A code, a mafiosi code. We keep each other's secret. It's only when you break rank, you go there and expose us, and for that, we're going to kill you politically. It's the code of the Cosa Nostra. As long as we stay together, we will survive together. And we agree not to breach the code of secrecy.
All right, so that was the former Prime Minister, Keith Christopher Rowley, on the code of secrecy. So we'll see what they say, we'll hear what they say later today at 6:30 p.m. You know, they down at Balize House and they're streaming all over. And they call it, again, PNM to face UNC allegations head on. All right, PNM to face UNC allegations head on at Balize House meeting. And the PNM say, through Simon Dino Breaker, they accuse UNC of spreading rumors and propaganda about the party's headquarters, yet it was a court that ordered them to produce their receipts. Stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll be back right after this on Talk City 91.1 FM. We're heading up to your NLCB and then straight up to your news, and then we'll be back right here on Talk City 91.1 FM under the radar. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs.
Happy spirits have the sweetest rhythm.
All right, well, all you football fans, get ready because the road to the 5th CONCACAF Nation Leagues begins tonight. The official draw takes place live as 41 nations from across the CONCACAF region learns their opponents in the quest for regional success and nations league glory. Oh my gosh. All eyes will be on Trinidad and Tobago as we discover the road ahead for the Soca Warriors in the prestigious regional competition. Be part of the first defining moment of the tournament as the journey to the 5th CONCACAF Nations League begins officially. Watch live tonight at 7 p.m. exclusively on TTT. I want to ask who does write these scripts and write these scripts a little better. Whoever writing this, I don't know what we're doing, but all right, no problem. So be viewing tonight live exclusively on TTT Trinidad and Tobago as the 5th CONCACAF Nation Leagues begin. The draw is officially tonight at 7 p.m. as 41 nations from across the CONCACAF region learns their opponents in the quest for regional glory. All right, well, heavy duties here, heavy. What's going on?
Good afternoon to you, David Welch. Good afternoon to the listeners of Talk City 91.1 FM. Right? David Welch, give me my song. Give me my background.
Which one? The
Good, the bad.
Oh, okay.
Trinidad and Tobago. Today, the 23rd of July, 2027, or 2026, sorry, I don't know why Russian. We had a new board in the Ministry of Tourism. And they were sworn in today, either today or yesterday. Now, firstly, I want to say my heartfelt congratulations going out to Orlando Octave for being appointed as a member of that tourism board. I am saying to you, Trinidad and Tobago, Orlando Octave sitting on a board of tourism, right, and being appointed and getting that opportunity, I want to say congratulations to him and kudos going out to the authorities in the government for appointing him there. That look very good. You ever applaud there? You ever applaud for that? Give me applaud now. Give me applaud. Give me applaud. When they find it, just play it. I'll go wait for you. Get the applaud and play it for him now, man. Give him a round of applause. That's nothing. Stop the music and start it over. I want to applaud for Orlando Octave and the government for appointing him. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, that post where they were sworn in and showed the new board of in the Ministry of Tourism on Facebook. And the comment section. The comment section under that photo and that little article, you wouldn't believe the amount of cost, negative, the amount of bile and spit that these people say and put in that comment section underneath that post about Orlando Octave. Just to mention some. You big sellout. You're a lick bottom African. You're singing for your supper. Oh, it's because you sing the song for UNC That's why they put you there. Or he not qualified to be on no board. All kind of things they saying about the boy. You could swear that Orlando Octave went and thieved the white fowl. The amount of hatred, the amount of animosity and jealousy I saw in those comment section under that post. I wanted to know if Orlando Octave was a criminal. David Welch, I couldn't read no more. I get a headache. But you know what was the icing on the cake? You know what was the biggest insult to injury? The most annoying and heart-wrenching thing in those posts. You want to know what's the most? Tell me what you think it is.
I think, yeah. I don't know.
Every single one of those posts was Afro-trim Begonians, black people fighting down the road. I know see why Rowdy don't like we, you know. I know see why Rowdy don't like all you. He doesn't want to shake on your hand. I now see why that man is a Oreo. Words of the camera. Words of my prime minister. I now see why he don't like us. Because we don't like ourselves. Not one positive comment, not a congratulations, only hate. And only East Indian comments put congratulations for Orlando Octave. And that is the most heart-wrenching, sad thing I ever saw. I went and looked through comments and looking for one. I said, oh God, at least one now. I said, no, the one gotta be me. Me. I gotta put the congratulations comment for him. As a black Afro-trim Begonian. And always want to talk about emancipate yourself from mental slavery and emancipation and all that. I want to see all of it. That is why I don't support it. Because only black wrong emancipation tend to wear dashiki and pretend to be like black people. But I don't want to see all of have nothing. Nothing at all. He mustn't get no position. Why? Why? Is it because East Indian government gave him it? So why did the PNM didn't give him a board appointment? And they like young people? All the positive music Orlando Octave sing for this country. He switched from dancehall to soca to calypso. Why didn't the PNM acknowledge him and put him on a board? You know why? Think about it. Rowley don't like all here. But he get an appointment now and other vex. Before they glad for the brother. Before they praise the brother. You understand? Before they put petty politics aside. And say, look, there goes one, another one through the door. Or only watching who get what. Somebody get working in Wassa Levex. Somebody get working in Talk City Levex. Somebody get working in AGC Levex. Somebody get board appointment Levex. And it's only we people fighting down we people. But every emancipation they're going on and when that she can only proud. Proud of what? Proud of fighting on their own? So what wrong with we? So we must stay down right through. We mustn't get an opportunity to prove itself to be somebody in Trinidad and Tobago. This crab in a barrel mentality, one rising, pull them down. The kind of derogatory things I let's say about the boy. I hurt. And that's why I come here this evening. To talk here because I'm fed up right now. All I need to stop that slave mentality. Take the shackles and chains off of their brain. Because the PNM never give black people no opportunity like that. You feel the PNM taking Orlando Octave and put him on any board? You feel they're taking David Welch or myself and put me on any board? No, that's not good enough for we. You know what we? You are a PNC Pep. You want some names upon a gang? You want some names on a URP gang? You want CPEP contracts so you can put people to work as slaves? You want forestry contract? That's what the PNM go down give you. That way want? That's all they want. That's all they crying and cussing for on the internet. You are back CPEP and URP that what pennies promise to give all your back. No kind of sustainable employment. No kind of opportunity to make all have get them a keep all in that slave mentality give you a fish every day, but they'll never teach all you how to fish. So they'll be dependent on that fish. Dependent. Every day, Penny, I can get a fish, please. I'm hungry, mature and hungry. Hey, look at fish. And tomorrow, when they need that fish today, tomorrow, you have to go back. We're going to get fish to eat tomorrow. We're going to get fish to eat next week. They will never teach you how to fish, so you can fish on your own and go and catch your own fish. So that you want to tell them you want a fish. They want you begging, cap in hand. Every time they want you begging, cap in hand. I'm hungry, mature and hungry. We suffering. That's all they're talking on the internet. All they're suffering and people suffering. But whoever they're suffering, all they know how to suffer. They don't know how to suffer in 2025 or 2026. So they wasn't suffering all the time. Because all they was getting a fish. Or they're begging and getting fish every day. So many people was lying down on the banks and them in Port of Spain. Homeless. Eh? Many people was going and stealing cheese and bread in the groceries. And they putting them up on the TikTok. Look at them, the thief and cheese and pushing it in the pants. Them was the suffering. People know how to suffer when Kamala come in power. They're trying to paint that picture that people only know how to suffer under the UNC. So all the time for the last 9.5 years, people wasn't suffering. But I want to tell you something. I was suffering. I was suffering. When I couldn't pay my bills. When I was walking, driving up and down. Peep, peep, peep. Move over. Trying to make ends meet to put food on the table. Under that last administration for 9.5 years. And worse yet, under COVID. When nobody wasn't working and nobody wasn't going to work. And they're telling you only 3 people or 2 people they can put in your car at a time. But they never drop gas. How you want to make money to put food on the table? Nobody didn't care. But because I on Talk City 91.1 now, everybody have a problem. They want to know more salary. They want to know how much I'm working for. They want to know how much David Welch get in. How much work David Welch have. Who had this? Who had that? What can the UNC? UNC putting the activists and them on radio. And the activists are going to get working wasa. But I'd rather we get nothing. Because that will cost them getting from the PNM. Nothing. And they're loyal. And they're going down Balize House to fight for Balize House. Or they're going down there later at the ball, great to see PNM and fight for Balize House. Look. Or they want nothing.
And they won't fight for themselves.
But fighting on who get?
For Balize House.
Eh? All they fight on for Balize House. Like, all that money spent, they cannot take that money and give all that. They cannot get all of that money to better their lives, fix all the community, fix the drains and the roads and housing and better school and all these things and education.
Say that again, eh? They're going down to fight for Balize
House. Yeah, they're going down to fight for Balize House. Not their house, you know. Some of them don't even have a house. Some of them don't even have nothing in the house. But they're leaving to go down there for fight for Balize House. And I go watch it tonight and laugh, I tell you. But they'll come and fight down Dog to forget in that position. Look. Let me go to the...
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
Come people, we can take calls until 45 because we still have Know Your Country.
Yeah, we still have Know Your Country to do.
All right, let's go. Call line live.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, nice editorial there. I know it's on social media device you're talking it.
Yeah.
And I endorse it. It's a very, very good move. Because for years, we're trying to get our culture on the international stage then.
Correct.
And that is the picture how to put our icons, our artists into tourism.
Correct.
To push the fun and the music. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's a very good. What the PNM getting hours about now is they had the opportunity to do it now.
And they never do it.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. I could say clear, this government now is not a racist government. You've seen it, and they're putting the people who they know could do the job. They don't care if it's a Chinese, African, or whatever it is then. You're at Trinidad, you're from Trinidad and Tobago then. So hats off to him and his government, and they have more better things to come then. So I look for listening.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Caller.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, caller.
Everybody, and I'm David. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't see an Indian government. I see a government led by a descendant of an Indian I see a government led by a descendant of Indian, right? But going to the free.
Take your time, caller. Take your time. Take your time and talk. Take your time. Go ahead.
I'm going to the Freedom People Party tonight.
I thought you was serious.
Yeah,
you're catchy. I won't say catchy. You're catchy. All right, brother. All right. Take it easy.
I get scared here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think you have an office. I'll tell him take your time now. That's what he man.
I know, sir. I don't even know where he is. I can't call nobody.
Here to help him. You know, he come good here. He come good here.
Caller, you're live.
Yes, good afternoon, fellas.
Yes, good afternoon.
Them fellas, them going to fight for Balize House. Why they don't go and fight for the money from the property tax when the PNM collect? The money from the Auditor General.
Mm-hmm.
The money from all the money that they get from COVID, from the world outside. The money from what they use our waterfront as collateral, close to $400 million. Why they don't go and fight for that money? They're going to fight for Balize House. Then getting something from that?
No.
But they're not getting nothing.
Yeah, but they're calling all the PNM supporters to come down and fight for Balize House. Look.
What Balize have?
I want to pass it later. I have my trunk full of big stone.
I go pass us a UNC flag.
The kind of it's within 4 years. We're talking about how much billions of dollars, you know, since the COVID. The Auditor General, the COVID money.
Uh-huh.
They use the waterfront as collateral. And like they wanted to ship out that money in Coca's bag.
These people, that's why
they always call them PNM Clyde. They like chips. I don't care what they say, Eric and them.
All right. Thank you, caller. We have plenty callers on the line. Thank you very much.
Caller live. Caller.
Good afternoon, Heavy.
Hey, yes, good afternoon, my brother.
And your Kono Jose.
Konos.
Yeah.
And Heavy, they're going to bring out they have a trump card. They have a special trump card. Make the people and them emotion and make them rise up. Heavy. Heavy, remember in 1990 that they lost how much? 33?
33.
Yeah. And how they're coming back into power. They didn't really do nothing. They didn't build anything. That they lost. But the coup, like, is a stage thing to make them coming back in. Heavy, they have a trump card.
Yeah. And
they will never stop using it, Heavy, to make the people and them emotion. And when the people and them emotion and their bondong tongue politically, it won't be the benefit for the African people. It will be the benefit for the 1%. Heavy, thank you, bye, brother.
Yeah, brother. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Caller.
Yeah, David, yeah, Heavy.
Yeah, man.
Heavy, you had me rolling with laugh, boy. You agree with Keith Rowley, boy?
Yes. That is probably the only thing I agree with Keith Rowley. Yeah. I don't see why Keith Rowley don't like them.
You understand?
You understand?
Crabbing and barrel mentality we have. And that's the biggest problem in Trinidad. Whether it's on UNC side or PNM side, we have a crab and barrel mentality.
Yeah.
You understand? We don't like to push up one another. Instead of that, we'll be pulling down one another. You understand?
Yeah.
It come like David, I remember what it is I wanted to tell you before. You remember the caller that said that if you take out PNM, if you kill PNM, who you go put?
Yeah.
Tell them it have 30 other political parties in Trinidad to put in the opposition to represent the country.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, tell them that's who we go put. Yeah, brother. Later.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, brother.
Caller.
Heavy and David.
Some of the same people who brought down the UNC in 2015, look, she brought them back. And only want to sit down there and talk about the PNM, boy, we're waiting for all you. I will leave it there.
Thanks so much. Caller, you live.
You can wait how long you want.
Caller.
David, Heavy.
You
know what? When the PNM have fight for all they have to do is just come out on our tongue and put all technicians around.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right,
Thanks
cool.
so much. Just provide the receipts. That's all. Caller. Caller, you live.
I thought they didn't want to let Eric in. Breaking news. The minister has taken in front before in front take him. So the Hadids have been ordered released. You understand that, right?
Cut off, Eric. Enjoy the Eric. You come and change the dynamics how we show. You feel it smart.
We start with it. Caller.
Yeah, good everybody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The man deserves that because he's saying he had out. You understand?
Yeah.
The man saying he had out. I show you that. You understand? So, you know, you can't think the man because you understand the girl. You understand?
Yeah, you can't be fighting on the man. We can't get a little opportunity.
Yes. Man Muslim. You understand? You heard the man something some years ago. Man was born to survive. You understand? So they can do what they want. You understand? All right, man.
All right, brother.
Thanks so much. Caller.
Heavy David, good evening.
Yeah, man.
So these people going and fight for Balize House, right? Why they didn't come out and fight for the 4 divers who died in the pipeline? Why they didn't come out and fight for all the little babies who died in the NICU? Why they didn't fight for the divers family to get some money? Why they didn't fight for all these things?
Correct.
They're going to fight for Balize House?
Yeah.
Something really wrong with these people.
And all they have to do is bring the receipts in.
Correct.
Exactly.
All PNM people, all PNM opposition people supposed to do is bring the receipts and show where they get the money from.
Well, if you don't have no receipts to show, how you go bring receipts?
Well, all right, but then we don't call nobody to go and protest for you or go and stand up by Bali's house. What do go down there for? To fight for Bali's house or what?
To say you.
Oh, Lord. Thank you.
Caller.
Yeah, gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Only today I said, I'm trying to think like a typical PNM and I couldn't do it. I don't know how to do it by it. Because at the end of the day, if all you have raffle, fundraiser, X, Y, and Z, and all, they raise the funds. How come after election all the work stops and work still continuously be ongoing?
Yeah.
So, come now, man. So, them just start bringing people along there to charge them up.
Then few people stupid.
Idiots are themselves.
Correct.
I think as with all the Papa thing, she inviting all the women from the Women's League. Well, I go in because there has to be one big red couch I want to go on it too.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Now, hold on. Before I take the next call. Caller, hold on a second. Hold on, caller. We did get the information about the release of Mr. Adil and his wife, but we're going to speak about it in the next hour because we have Know Your Country. Do you want to get into it now?
Already, but we could
yes, we could talk about it in the next hour because we're going to Know Your Country just now, and after that, in the next hour, we're going to switch gears and we're going to go to that. Go ahead. Caller.
Yes, heavy on David. I just wonder if we some kind of simulation or imagination, because something has to be wrong with these people. These people were back PNM. These people really were back PNM. Right?
Something with them,
all the time they was talking about white collar crime, and we're trying to fight white collar crime now. And these people, these PNMites against that.
Yep.
Something had to be wrong by Heavy and David. Something they're not real kind of world them living in.
Nope.
Have a good day, fellas.
All right, thank you, brother. Thank you.
It could never be real. It could never ever be real.
People leaving the good house and paying the passage to go down by Bali's house to fight for Bali's house. Them feel if the shoes wasn't here for that for Bali's house, would I fight for them?
Well, Balize House didn't fight for a bunch of people. Andrea Barrett, Rishma Kanchana, Shanti Riley, the 4 divers in the pipeline. Well, so they didn't fight for plenty of things, you know. They didn't fight for Christopher Phillips, who died on the... Is Christopher Phillips, right? He died on the loan at the Port of Spain hospital. They didn't fight for the little boy, the 2-year-old that got shot. They didn't fight for anybody that died in Belmont the other day.
Yeah.
They didn't fight for the people that died in Mover Day on the Lady Young. They didn't fight for the boy that got shot the mother that got shot in the park. Where it was in Tunapuna.
They didn't fight for Akil Chambers.
Akil Chambers. They didn't fight for Dina Sita Hall.
No.
They didn't fight for the Sean Luke.
Just say everybody now. Just say everybody.
They didn't fight for nobody but themselves to fought for. But today, Bali's a house. And this is not just PNM we're gonna see, you know. It's people who do not care about truth and facts you'll see down there today. People that don't care about their own lives, they're gonna see down there today. But anyway, I digress. A cut above all, Trinidad and Tobago. Affordable prices, premium services. If you're looking for an expert hairstylist who can bring your vision to life. At a cut above all, we specialize in everything hair related. From trendy styles to classic looks, all done by our top-of-the-line hairstyling team. Styles starting from as low as $100. Get braids and provocative styles, weaves and extensions, hair treatments, haircuts and stylings, coloring, and more. Located at the East Side Plaza, Port of Spain. Call or WhatsApp us at 750-0909 or email us at remystyle2@yahoo.com. Look amazing without breaking the bank. Book your appointment today and experience the difference. Stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll be right back right here on Talk City 91.1 FM, your only address for talk radio. We'll be back.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the inside. It is just 10 minutes until we hit the top, or 9 minutes now, until we hit the top of the hour. And don't worry, we ain't forget it, because now it's time for us to find out if you know what we know, if we know what you know, if you know what we know, if we know what you know. I said that twice, because this right now
is no your country.
Is no, hey, whoops.
Oh, okay. Hurry up. We have time. We don't have time. Hurry up. Play the thing quick. Let me come on.
I don't know why every Russian is.
You only have 9 minutes.
Is Know Your Country.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, so the access phrase for this will be Know Your Country. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. Caller, access phrase.
Know Your Country.
All right, Know Your Country. The theme is today is 80s and 90s TV shows, sitcoms. You know what that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the theme song for this particular sitcom, I'm going to say it out and I'm going to sing it, because if I sing it, you're going to know it. Right? We are moving on up to a deep sky apartment in the sky.
Man, that's one of my favorite. Man, the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons. Glory good out here.
How we gonna so quick?
Just like David, eh?
Huh?
Just like David, eh?
Yeah. George Jefferson, just like David Welch.
I don't know the person. So.
You don't know George Jefferson?
I hear the name. I never watch it.
Not before your time.
But glory, I guess. I don't know.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Caller, access phrase.
Know your country.
All right.
The young boys will leave them.
Who's that?
The baby chum.
Yeah, baby chum said it, baby chum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
80s sitcom. 4 old ladies living in a house.
Just 4 old ladies.
4 old ladies living in a house. Any other thing than that?
I think I know this one.
Yeah.
The golden girl.
Oh, God.
You really didn't get it.
Yeah, everybody say anything else, you not get it'll be too easy. All right, thank you.
Glory.
All right.
Well, we gotta wait for them to call 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. You all call in. It's on sitcoms today. Calling. The phone lines are open. People feeling rushed. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. We in the Know Your Country segment.
Yes, Know Your Country. All come in. 80s sitcoms. Don't be afraid.
All right, here we
80s
go.
and 90s.
Caller access first.
Know Your Country. I almost said the wrong thing, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, now they go behind bars.
The theme song goes like, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
I know this one.
What's the name of the sitcom? Huh?
Little Hobo.
Wrong. No, man. That was easy, man. That was easy, man.
You know about that one. Caller access first.
Know Your Country.
All right. The theme song goes like, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. What? Huh? Cheers, yes, cheers.
Glory. Caller access first.
Know Your Country.
All right.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do this one, eh?
It's easy, man. 80 sitcom. A father and a son that own a junkyard.
Oh God. Not the Jefferson?
No, I'm going to get the Jefferson twice. The first man get the Jefferson.
Try again.
Oh God, the Simpson. The Simpsons?
Yeah, no, you're close. You had the S. The S is the club, but not no Simpson.
And Stanford and Son.
Yeah, Stanford and Son. Oh God, you're nearly going to jail.
Glory for you.
You're nearly end up in the jail.
Caller access first.
Yeah.
Know Your Country.
All right. 80s sitcom. Let me see how I can rephrase this one. He has a wife, 4 daughters, and 1 son. And he's a doctor. I can't get no more hits if I get him. When to go get?
Cosby Show?
The Cosby Show. Oh God! Yes.
Glory.
Yeah, any more hits you I get it. I couldn't say nothing else. The Cosby Show. Yes.
Glory for you, brother. Glory. Hold on, any phone lines was up just now. You gotta wait a little bit. Caller access first.
Your Country.
80s sitcom. This one, I just try to figure because this one kind of easy, boy. I try to see what I can rephrase this question here.
Heavy, take your time.
All right. His catchphrase is, "Did I do that?"
Boy. Yeah, I said it probably. Did I do that?
You can't say it so she gonna know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's the name of the show?
What the name of the show, man? What the fella name is Uncle?
His name is Uncle, but what's the name of the show? Come on.
Can't say.
You can't say? Oh God! All right. Sorry.
Did I do that? Oh, good.
All right.
Come people, they all have to get that one. 62491.
That one really easy. That one easy. I was trying to see how I can put it now.
That no other way.
Yeah,
Let's see if she know. Let's see if she know.
Yeah. Let me see if she know.
Pull a mic one time. Come. Pull a mic.
Yeah, easy question. Easy question.
Tell me where this from.
Good afternoon.
Tell me what show is it?
80s, 90s sitcom.
Yeah.
Right?
Did I do that? Where that from?
What's the name of the show?
Y'all have a blessed evening. Did I do that?
Yeah.
Didn't. Enjoy.
You don't know?
You really don't know? It's go ahead.
She
young.
Like before her time.
Yeah.
She probably know about she only know about Hannah Montana. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, them 20th century babies, man. Yeah. They don't know about the 80s and 90s.
Call her access phrase.
Hello?
Yes.
Know your country?
Yes. Do you have the answer for me?
But yeah, I think I'm ready. Go
ahead. Go ahead. The catchphrase in the show was, "Did I do that?" What's the name of the show?
I am Family Matters, man.
Family Matters.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
Family
man.
Matters.
Glory.
Yes.
Evie.
Yeah.
You had to go a little longer waiting with Remington skill and equalize and thing, boys.
No, I don't sitcoms. Equalizer and them thing was action. Was more action. Yeah. One more action. More action series.
Equalizer 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and 4.
I'm doing sitcoms.
That's a good show.
I ain't doing the action ones. I will do the action ones another time. Yeah.
Well, we are at the top of the hour.
Yep.
All right. And that brings us to the
end of Know Your Country.
See how quick, boy? This was Know Your Country.
From history to culture. This Why is Talk City 91.1 FM, the leading Talk 91 FM.
And y'all know as one segment ends, we jump straight into the other. Because we have the cricket to give away at 5 p.m. right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. So get ready with the phone lines. And this one is a public service announcement. We need Michael to call back. Michael, we need you to call back. Your phone number starts with 397. That's what I'll see here, right? We need you to call back because they tried to call you today to give you your tickets, but apparently the number is wrong. And I have it listed here.
Michael get the wrong number?
Yeah, Michael get the wrong number. I mean, you can put my number. You can put a little.
Oh, you right on the wrong number.
Nah, you can put the wrong number. I know I listen to him plenty of times. See, I know email. Michael, we need you to call back, please. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, this is the time to win some tickets right now.
Yeah, we're winning tickets for the cricket.
Yes, West Indies versus Pakistan.
Yeah,
and
cricket ticket.
The draw is live tonight on TTT. It starts at 7 p.m. You can catch your newscast at 6 p.m. All right. So the phone lines are 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911, and the access phrase will be cricket trivia on Talk City. Caller, you live. What's the access phrase?
Yes. The access phrase is cricket trivia on 91.1 Talk City.
I will give you it.
Yes.
I will give you it. I will give you it.
Yeah, there you go.
But don't go off on the top next time, all right? So, you're a cricket fan?
Talk City 91.1. My bad.
Yeah, you're a cricket fan?
Of course. Go ahead.
How much of a cricket fan are you? Man,
so he's a cricket fan.
Tell me what you know first. What you know about cricket?
David, where's actually my question?
I don't know what he knows, so I know if to go hard or easy.
Just give the man a question, man.
Let me see here. Oh, they're calling all over the place,
yeah,
boy.
All
over the place.
They want ticket for the cricket.
All right, let me see here. What are the traditional colors of the Pakistan cricket uniform?
What are the traditional colors of the Pakistan cricket uniform?
Correct.
Yeah.
Most of the time it is the green.
All right. And one more because that's too easy. That's too easy. That's too easy. You get that too quick. I don't find. Let me see something here that probably nobody gonna know. All right, look one here. Which former Trinidad and Tobago wicketkeeper presented the West Indies and later became a commentator? Represented the West Indies and later became a commentator. What's his name?
Ian Bishop.
Nah, you're wrong there. Try again.
David.
Try again.
Try one more time, caller.
A former cricketer.
Yes.
A former West Indies cricketer that is now an announcer.
A commentator.
Yeah, commentator, yeah.
It could be Darren Ganga.
Nah, boy. You ain't getting it, boy.
That is unfair question there, because I have plenty of them.
Well, we'll give one more name.
It have a Badri. What again it have? It have, what a store one, I forget the name, boy.
I can't get you there, no. You lost it, no. You lost that.
All right, darling.
You lost that.
So, Mark, that question.
That question I will go with.
No, yeah. Well, I want to find out. So, every caller answer 2 questions.
Brother, they can't make it so easy. You can't make it so easy.
You can't make it so
giving
easy.
away 2 tickets. You know what
But
TTT paid for this? No. TTT paid too much money for this. Just now calling. You've been trying to call on WhatsApp while the music was playing. But go ahead. Caller access phrase.
Caller?
Cricket trivia.
Uh-huh. Was it full access phrase?
91.
Right.
Cricket trivia 91.1.
All right.
That's nice, no. It's cricket trivia on Talk City, but all right, no problem. Let's see here.
Talk City 91.1.
All right, no problem. Tell me this, all right? What Pakistani fast bowler was nicknamed the Roland Pindini Express? Hello?
Hello?
Say that again.
Shoaib Akhtar.
All right. We're going to give you that. So we're giving you that. So you know what to do, right? Because you're calling on WhatsApp, just WhatsApp me your full name. He breaking up?
No, he's reconnecting.
Let's see here. All right. I'll just WhatsApp me your full information, right? I'll send you what's a WhatsApp us. You win the tickets, brother. We'll give you that. Okay, have you want to make it easy now?
Give people one question and give people 2 questions.
I'm giving them 2 questions. It's 2 tickets you're winning. 1 per ticket. All right, caller, you get you there.
You know my sound taking. That's cause I'm groundbreaking. Shout out to Marshall and Destra, they got the ground shaking. I'm repping that red, that white, that black. I'm repping my real flag.
Also, public service announcement. We need Michael to call back during the course of the program, right? You have 1 hour to call us back. Let me see if this is your only line caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is not Michael, right?
No, it's not.
All right, no problem. Well, we exit the cricket trivia, but you want to answer a question?
Well, yeah, I'll try.
All right. Yeah, cricket done. What color are the uniforms traditionally worn by the West Indies cricket team? Let's see if you know.
Maroon.
All right, you got you there, but we give away the tickets already, brother. Thanks so much, Thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm getting a real bag. I get it on real.
Remember, public service announcement. We need Michael. Michael, you won. I think he called on Wednesday. You won yesterday, so just call us back, Michael. Yeah.
Why my mic off?
I paid on. I was yeah. Michael, we need you to call back because you gave us a wrong number. If not, we'll have to give away the tickets to someone else by tomorrow. All right, Michael? Anyway, the guy that just called and won the tickets got your information. Look out for a call. All right, brother? Thanks so much. And that brings us to the end of the cricket trivia, man. We'll be right back right here on Talk City 91.1 FM.
My real flag.
exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the two-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We Outside, exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking, shaking.
All right, so all you football fans around the world, or right here in Trinidad and Tobago, get ready. The road for the 5th CONCACAF Nations League begins tonight. The official draw takes place live as 41 nations from across the CONCACAF region laying their opponents in the quest for regional success and Nation League glory. All eyes will be on Trinidad and Tobago as we discover the road ahead for the Soca Warriors in the Prestige Regional competition. Be part of the first defining moment of the tournament as the journey to the 5th CONCACAF Nations League officially begins. Watch live tonight, 7 p.m. exclusively on TTT. All right, and welcome back to Talk City 91.1 FM. We'll be taking you all the way up until 6 p.m. with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. And we're back with the conversation of the day, man. Oh, you want to go heavy? Yeah, plenty of things, you know.
No, that's why you read the breaking news for them, please. The breaking news.
Read it.
Another article?
We have AI.
Okay, AI, yes.
All right. Yes. We want the AI data center. Life had to be easy. All right, so in breaking news, as we started, the Hadids are set free and the PDO was revoked for both Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid.
Right.
And this is a story as it was written by The Express.
After a month of being detained since June 24, 2026, businessman Dominic Hadid and his wife, Genevieve Hadid, will be getting their freedom after Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander revoked the Preventative Detention Orders, PDOs, that kept them behind bars. Alexander announced the decision today in a statement, saying that after reviewing all the circumstances surrounding their continued detention, he had determined that the balance now favored their release. The decision comes after the review tribunal recommended that their continued detention was not necessary or expedient in the public interest, and the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council declined to expedite the state's substantive appeal in the matter. Alexander also disclosed that he received a medical report concerning Dominic Hadid on July 21st, detailing his medical condition and a care plan considered necessary by his medical specialist. The minister stressed, however, that the criminal investigation which led to the couple's arrest remains ongoing and has now expanded beyond its original scope and across multiple jurisdictions. The Hadids were arrested by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, on June 24th as part of what authorities described as a criminal investigation into an alleged plot to assassinate Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Besessar and senior members of her government. 3 days later, on June 27th, Alexander exercised powers under the Emergency Powers Regulations 2026 and issued separate PDOs against Dominic and Genevieve Hadid. Alexander said that since issuing the orders, he had continuously reviewed the legality of their detention to ensure that keeping them in custody remained justified under the law, particularly the Emergency Powers Regulations. A significant development came on July 19th when the Review Tribunal, established under Section 11(1) of the Constitution, recommended that the Hadids' continued detention was not necessary or expedient in the public interest. 2 days later, Alexander received the medical report concerning Dominic Hadid. On the 21st of July 2026, I received a medical report in relation to the detainee Dominic Hadid that detailed his medical condition and the required care plan that was necessary, in the view of their medical specialist, to address his medical condition, Alexander stated. He said he carefully considered the report and sought advice concerning Hadid's medical condition and required treatment. Alexander also disclosed that he requested Hadid's consent to be examined by an independent medical specialist appointed by the state, but Hadid refused. The minister said his constitutional responsibility required him to weigh the individual rights of the detainees against national security and public safety considerations during the state of emergency. In the discharge of my constitutional duty as Minister of Homeland Security, I am required to balance the detainees' right to liberty and the protection of the law with the need to preserve and protect public safety during a public state of emergency, he stated. Alexander said he had also been advised that the investigation had grown significantly beyond its initial scope. I have been advised that the investigations have been expanded beyond the original scope and spans multiple jurisdictions. These matters are complex and require extensive cooperation between several investigative agencies, he said. The local and international law enforcement agencies involved continue to work assiduously on the matters under investigation. Despite the continuing investigation, Alexander said he ultimately concluded that the circumstances no longer justified keeping the Hadids detained under the PDOs. I have determined that the balance at the present time, having regard to all of the relevant circumstances, is in favor of release of the detainees, he said. A major factor in that decision, Alexander said, was the Privy Council's decision not to hear the substantive appeal on an expedited basis. The state had sought to urgently pursue the matter before the Privy Council following legal proceedings concerning the Hadids' continued detention. Alexander said the practical consequence of the Privy Council's position was that the existing stay in the state's favor could result in the couple remaining imprisoned until the end of the state of emergency. In particular, I have considered that the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has declined to exercise its discretion to hear the substantive appeal in this matter on an expedited basis, he said. In practical terms, this would mean that the stay granted in favor of the state would require the detainees to be in prison until the end of the state of emergency, all other things being equal. I recognize that continuing detention in those circumstances would be disproportionate. Alexander therefore revoked both PDOs. In that regard, I have today revoked the preventative detention orders issued to each detainee, he stated. Their release, however, will not bring an end to police scrutiny. Alexander said the TTPS had assured him that Dominic and Genevieve Hadid would remain under monitoring and surveillance while the criminal investigation continues. In ordering the release of the detainees, I have been assured by the TTPS that they will be the subject of continued monitoring and surveillance to ensure that the ongoing criminal investigation is in no way undermined, he said. He added that measures had also been implemented to protect those who were allegedly the subject of the threat and to contain any potential risk. Further, steps have been implemented to ensure that the safety of those subject to the threat is in no way compromised and any risk is contained, Alexander stated. The minister also made it clear that authorities expect the Hadids to cooperate with investigators following their release. I expect that the detainees, though released, will cooperate with all law enforcement agencies involved in the ongoing criminal investigation, he said. The minister's decision effectively brings an end, for now, to the Hadids' detention under the emergency regulations, while leaving the underlying criminal investigation active. The couple had remained detained for approximately 1 month as the legality and necessity of their continued detention became the subject of proceedings before the courts, the review tribunal, and ultimately the Privy Council.
You heard what I heard in that article, because when I saw the story at first, I want to thank the Express. We want to thank the Express for that story there. All right? I think what a lot of people focus on right now is that the Hadids were released.
Right.
But they didn't hear what the minister said as to why
yes,
he's being released.
Yep.
And he's not being released because his state made an error.
No.
And it's important that we follow the timeline, which I just got there from listening to that article. And I'll paint the timeline. The Hadids filed to the court denied. All right, the whole application, etc., etc. The court had also called on the state to provide to say whether or not the first instance, the court had said to the state, tell us why he's being held and if he's being held under PDO. All right, both Hadids, if they're being held under PDOs, and then the government gave out the PDOs and held them under the PDO, and then the Hadids and they bring in their lawyers, etc., etc. The state also brought in their lawyers from the United Kingdom, and the Hadids challenged the detention in the court, and then through the Court of Appeal. And then the state also had an emergency hearing before the Court of Appeal, sending the matter to the Privy Council.
Right.
The state went to the Privy Council and hoped to have an expedited hearing before the Privy Council, and the Privy Council denied the state an expedited hearing. The Privy Council stated the only available time we will sit with this matter is in October of 2025.
Right.
The minister said via the article that we just listened to here together on the Express that one of the reasons for the release of the Hadids is not just the medical reasons that they are aware of, or not just because the tribunal said they release them, but mainly because the state wanted to take the matter to the Privy Council. However, the Privy Council is not able and will not hear the matter before the state of emergency ends. So the state said regardless of, the state of emergency is set to end in September of 2025.
Right.
2026, sorry if I said 525, I mean 26. In 2026, so therefore, we will allow you to leave. But however, the investigation does not end into the alleged plot to assassinate a prime minister. Hope that helps the people of Trinidad and Tobago a little bit more.
All right, so let me go to the phone lines.
Call Talk City 91.1 FM now. 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Oh no, you don't wait, boy. Caller. Caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes,
David, what?
I don't know what went on there. You hang up. Caller. Caller.
Yeah, Michael here.
Ah, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, 397.
Hold on. Don't give a number on the live on the radio station.
Just so. Yeah, man, what's the number? All right, Trinidad Tobago. Thanks, Michael, for calling back there. All right, so 622-4911, 622-4911. Anyway, so the whole matter with Hadids, it's not over Trinidad and Tobago. I think it's just beginning. All right, I think it's just beginning. Minister Alexander said that he received the medical report concerning Hadid on the 21st of July, 2026. And in relation to the detainee, Dominic Hadid, this is what he said, that detailed his medical condition and the required care plan that was necessary. In the view of the medical specialist to address his medical conditions, Alexander said, he said he carefully considered the report and sought advice concerning Hadid's medical condition and required treatment. All right. Alexander also disclosed that he requested Hadid's consent for to be examined by an independent medical specialist appointed by the state, but Hadid refused. Interesting. The minister said his constitutional responsibility required him to weigh the individual's rights of the detainees against the national security and public safety considerations during the state of emergency. So therefore, they allowed him to go home free. And as you could expect right now, down by Golden Grove Prison is all the media houses waiting to see the Hadids gone free, and obviously Guardian Media, CNC3 is outside his home watching. Caller.
Yeah, gentlemen. Good afternoon and good afternoon to listeners. I missed the article there, but I'm trying to. What is the reason he was released? Can you outline what was the reason he was released, David?
We just said it. Yeah, we just said it.
I'll say it one more time for everyone that maybe missed it. All right? Yeah, brother. Thanks so much. Caller.
Good afternoon, sir. You know, they released this Hadid man because of sickness.
That's not what I'd say, but okay.
They say you have a medical condition, David.
You have a medical condition.
It's not just that. It's not just that the state mentioned, the ministry mentioned.
So you have a medical situation.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember Basil Pandey was in jail, and
Not for long,
Gopi Singh told the government at the time, the man could die inside of here because the diabetes keep going up. He said, let him dead. Remember that, David? Patrick Manning said, let him dead. And then I remember again when all the babies had died in the hospital, and they went and talked to the Prime Minister. He said, every day babies are dead. What do you want me to put? And what Imbert said? What do you want me to do for that? Babies are dead. And these are the people go on, give a man, or fight for a man with a sickness to be free to go and see about medical. But anybody else who poor like me and David, or let's say I'm dead in the jail. Have a nice day, sir.
Interesting, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Because, I mean, you still have someone... And this Johan's fella still in jail?
Who's that?
This Johan
fella, yeah.
He's still in jail, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he also have some medical issues. Maybe he don't have the money that, Hadid's have. Because Hadid's challenges all over the place, huh? But interesting. 6224911, 6224911, 3944911. In all of this, though, the former commissioner of police, which is interesting, very interesting, because he was very vocal against the PDOs. Mm-hmm. Gary Griffith is calling for the immediate removal of the Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander. That comes with a lot of emotions. I'll tell you why.
Why are you saying that?
I'll get to that article. But I know it comes with a lot of emotion simply because Roger Alexander was basically his subordinate when he was commissioner of police.
Okay.
Anyway, caller.
Hi, afternoon, David and Heavy.
Yes, good afternoon.
What is baffling me is when you go to an insurance company and you're taking out insurance, and normally instead of your insurance, in your doctor, and the insurance has request their doctor to do a test on you too.
Well, yeah.
So
And he refused.
And why the states cannot, do the same thing.
Well, he refused. He has his rights to refuse state medical treatment. That's his rights.
We know that. It's my right to refuse from my insurance company.
Yeah.
So, we leave it and see what plays off.
All right.
But it's not that they're not dropping the case or anything that some people want to believe, They're just waiting until the SOE is over and have the case called, and because the crime is still, the person is still accused of the crime, right?
Yeah.
Until proven guilty. So we'll wait and see how it goes.
Agreed.
But under all what they're saying, they're still under the police guards, not so?
Yeah.
Right. So
I don't think so. I don't think they're still under the police guard.
In the article, Alexander said they will be under strict police watch. They will be watched.
yeah, I think I heard something like that.
They'll be watched.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Caller.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Caller.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm calling you guys from the 401 highway in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, welcome Toronto, Canada, man. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Going back to the article that David read there, it seems to me that not only are they being released, but maybe David could confirm this, it seems that they're going to be monitored. And I remember in a previous iteration of a release statement, they were supposed to be wearing ankle bracelets. Is that going to be the case here?
No, that ankle bracelet was supposed to be under house arrest.
No, they was wearing the ankle bracelets.
They was wearing ankle bracelets?
Before
I
when the PV
remember
comes,
seeing the picture with ankle bracelets.
The appeals court.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So is that going to be the case this time around as well?
No, they didn't give no information on what in the release what the stipulations were.
Okay. So the details are still coming out.
Yeah. Because this was breaking news today.
Okay. All right. Like the show, guys. I listen to it every day on my drive home.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Keep it locked.
Have a good one.
Yeah, man.
Google only had to fix all the AI, the AI stop work, boy. Oh Lord.
The AI?
Yeah, the AI stop work. Anyway, former National Security Minister Gary Griffith is calling for the immediate removal of the Minister of Homeland Security following the release of individuals who were detained for weeks under the preventative detention order. Trying to read it, but caller still calling in. Caller.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, brother.
Yes,
gentlemen, you know what is amazing with this whole scenario? You know, people going out of the way to make this specific arrest and detention their personal business. Like, if it is this person is so important to the functionality of the country and the economic wealth and growth and thing of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, we had SOE before where a lot of people was arrested, they released, they sued state, they get money. We are in our second term of SOE with this present one, which was extended and all these kind of thing. Trinidad and Tobago are accustomed paying money for when on many occasions where people sue the state. So we are accustomed with that. So if this person decide that they want to go and sue the state for whatever arrest, that is their business. But the fact of the matter is that we have hundreds of other people that is under the same circumstances, and nobody seems to, they don't matter or any kind of care about anything, what is taking place. And all of a sudden, that just goes to show how our mentality in Trinidad and Tobago only focuses on people of influence. So whether or not you're contributing as much as you could to society as being a law-abiding, decent person, if you don't register in the eyes and the minds of the people who segregate you and make you feel that you are less of a human being, you mean nothing in Trinidad and Tobago. You're a non-entity. So these people are now facing their situation. People who don't even have a clue who they are, what they contribute. If they're good, they're bad, or they're wicked, making it their personal business to feel sorry for them and to feel so compassionate and they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do that. Like, all for real? Come on now and wake up, let the government do their job and focus on how we could make the place a better place now. If these people are guilty of a crime, they're contributing to some way of our society being how it is today, condemn them, prosecute them, put them to the full brunt of the law. If it's not that, well, let justice takes its course and let it do whatever they want to do. Because we as taxpayers paying much more in things that we didn't supposed to pay in Trinidad and Tobago for nonsense than how much they go sue the state. So have a good afternoon, gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of all your evening. Take care.
Thanks so much. All right. Well, I think I have the article ready here with the with Gary Griffith. It's just generated now. It's taking a little while, but interesting. Let's take a listen to the article. Let's see. It generated
Former National Security Minister Gary Griffith is calling for the immediate removal of the Minister of Homeland Security following the release of individuals who were detained for weeks under preventative detention orders. In a statement, Griffith said the decision to detain the individuals, followed by the order for their release, represented total incompetence at the highest level and warned that the matter could cost taxpayers millions of dollars. Griffith criticized the minister's decision to authorize the detentions based on credible intelligence without charges being laid, arguing that the information should have been developed into evidence capable of supporting criminal charges. He said the government's reliance on intelligence in the absence of evidence raised serious concerns about citizens' right to freedom. This is tantamount to what takes place in a police state or a dictatorial country, Griffith said. He also accused the minister of misleading the public by suggesting the documents relating to the detention orders were simply presented for his signature, saying the minister had the sole authority under the law to approve the orders. He is not a rubber stamp, Griffith said. Griffith claimed the situation could result in legal costs amounting to tens of millions of dollars and said taxpayers should not be the only ones to bear the consequences. The consequences must not be borne solely through the pockets of taxpayers, he said. He also compared the situation to the 2002 Brent Thomas matter under the former P&M administration, where he said government actions contributed to public backlash against that administration. Griffith maintained that the use of credible intelligence as the basis for detention was dangerous because it relied on the judgment of an individual minister. A head must roll, he said, repeating his call for the Minister of Homeland Security to be fired.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I disagree with Gary Griffith 100% on this. 100%. Number one, the minister didn't just say he's a rubber stamp or alluded to the fact that he just rubber stamps those preventative detention orders, because inside of Parliament, on the government side, they made fun of PDOs and the fact that they could put people under PDOs, all right? So I don't think that the minister is thinking that he don't have the oversight on the PDOs. In fact, it comes to his desk in order to be signed and stamped. And it's not just a rubber stamp. The process is what he outlined. The process doesn't come from the top down. It goes from basically the bottom up, from the Commissioner of Police up to the Minister of National Security, Homeland Security, to sign off on. So that whole basis that Gary Griffith has there is incorrect. It's a wrong way to say that's how the minister was actually speaking about how PDOs are given out in Trinidad and Tobago. Secondly, to make this a Brent Thomas issue is very much wild. In fact, it is not under Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the People's Partnership Administration, or now this administration here today. Most of the lawsuits that come for Trinidad and Tobago after states of emergencies have come directly from the camp of the People's National Movement. To say that this country becoming a dictatorship under Kamala Persad-Bissessar is wild, because you, as a former commissioner of police, able to talk on the matter, you're able to share your vision on this matter as well.
You done here? Gary Griffith talking nonsense?
I now listen to him. It now finished, yeah.
I'm not even going to comment on it. Well, you can go and jam.
I'm saying it's wild. It is wild, and it is very much frivolous for Gary Griffith to come and be so... Caller.
Yeah, so, what do you think on?
Caller?
Yeah, so David, right? Mm-hmm. With the Gary Griffith thing, right? Mm-hmm. So we had to ask yourself a question. If Gary Griffith was sitting down in the position of Alexander, mm-hmm, would he have signed it or he wouldn't sign it?
He would have signed it.
You understand? So they all of them playing politics.
Yep.
You understand? Gary Griffith and all of them playing politics.
Correct.
And on the next side, all them people were standing up for all them Hadids and whatever and thing, right? Mm-hmm. And all them millionaire PNM ministers and them inside our Balize house, right? How much of them could be able to walk in anyone a Hadid business and say, well, give me $1 million, give me 50,000, give me this or give me that? They could go by the minister and say, well, here what happened? Make me a millionaire too. Why? These people have to get real, because I hear what, when they're done, all of them going back in the old house with the latrine and friggin' sleep and the shit running in the road and the water, and they have no water.
What's your language? What's your language? You can't use
it. All right. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that, right?
Yeah.
But let me just take an example. Look at Lakeview down in Point. What happened down there? And they live in it for years. And you want to tell me, look at Maloney. Look how Maloney is looking. And they're leaving Maloney to go down by Balize House to fight for who?
Balize House.
Yeah, they could go by any one of them people and knock on the door and say, well, here what's happening? What's our place to sleep tonight? We feel going to happen. Boy, the guard and security going to throw them out, boy. You understand? Yeah. So I don't know when these people will grow up and understand the reality they're really living in. PNM don't care about them. Them standing up for people who don't want to stand up for them. They're making them no millionaire. Out of that $180 million for Balize house, that's 180 millionaires you could have make inside of the PNM. And if you cut that in half, you could have be 360, half a millionaires out of them same PNI people will go be standing up and dancing for a roti and a friggin' a sweet drink and dancing around. No boy, these people have to grow up and understand what it is. These people have to understand what's happening. PNM don't care about them. The PNM don't care about all you hear what's happening. All they would be living in palaces today, like the rest of them. You understand?
Yeah.
Hear what's happening. You all have a nice evening. These people really have to get real.
Yeah. Most importantly, the matter not over. Caller. The matter not over. It's not finished. Caller.
Yeah, David. And Heavy. Well, I just want to go back to the question that you asked, but you didn't give the answer. The question to the West Indies and West Indian player who's still commentator, you didn't answer the question.
Oh.
Because I give 4 answers and you say all was wrong.
Yeah, what, right? Yeah, what? Because you call back, I'll give you because 6 say you didn't pay anybody. So I'll take your information off here, right? You get your tickets. Alright? I'll give you your tickets, so you'll get tickets.
So you'll call back then?
No, stay on the line.
Stay on the line. Oh, stay on the line. Alright.
Alright, cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Caller. Hold on, I didn't say it just now, huh? Caller. Yes, UNC, I'm pro. Go ahead.
Good evening, Brother David. Brother Heavy, in Jesus' name, what a mighty God we serve. Then, well. No good talking about the Swedish state, and the state have plenty, millions, hundreds to pay if they get through with it. But it have a financier, known financier, who does why not make a video at wine and say he love them like love hog, love mud. Yeah, $100 million, no appeal. He go on with that, and then he get a lucrative contract to make hundreds of millions again. And it had a contractor, a commissioner went on a raid, and it had a young lady went to borrow sugar in the house at the same time, and he didn't know that was his relationship. And up to this day we hear nothing about that case again. But you see David and Heavy and Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
I wonder why it is the PNM putting so much effort, and everybody is making this case so public and is a must, but yet still the criminal, the black African brothers and sisters getting killed. They're trying to fight and put laws, get services to them, bring them out of that poverty, and the PNM, who they just vote for and keep in office, and treat them worse than an animal pet. They're fighting the opposition, they're fighting for the supporters. That is really a nice thing, a wonder, marvelous wonder to understand. Have a nice evening, brothers.
Thanks so much, brother. Thanks so much. Caller,
good afternoon.
Hello?
We lost that call.
All right.
Caller sleeping.
Yeah, caller sleeping. All right, stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We do have a commercial break to take real quick here on Talk City, and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sarah, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Dance to the jammo. Happy spirits have the sweetest rhythm.
All right, well, a lot has been happening here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Remember to tune in to the fifth the cricket draw tonight, the live draw. All right, so all you football fans, get ready for the road to the 5th CONCACAF Nations League as it begins tonight. The official draw takes place live as 41 nations from across the CONCACAF region learns their opponents in the quest for regional success. And Nations League glory. All eyes will be on Trinidad and Tobago as we discover the road ahead for the Soca Warriors in this prestigious regional competition. Be part of the first defining moment of the tournament as the journey to the 5th CONCACAF Nations Leagues officially begins. So watch live tonight at 7 p.m. on TTT, exclusively on TTT as well. Additionally, the TTT news starts at 6 p.m. tonight, and there's a change in your NLCB draw, and you'll hear that later on the wrap-up. All right, we do have the editorial of the day real quick if you want, Heavy.
Yep.
All right, this is the editorial of the day right here on Talk City 91.1 FM.
TNT leads in aid after Guyana boat disaster. Trinidad and Tobago is one of the region's leading providers of humanitarian support to Guyana after the dreadful MV Barima disaster. While most other CARICOM nations have expressed solidarity after the tragedy, TNT hurriedly mobilized air and sea crews to assist in rescue and recovery efforts. Say something random. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar was also the first regional leader to extend condolences, stating, "We share in your grief." In a major operational measure, the Coast Guard deployed a vessel with a crew of 20, in addition to 7 divers. There were also heartfelt messages from the CARICOM Secretariat and respective regional authorities. Leaders of various countries said they were ready to assist. The region's rallying around Guyana is a practical and diplomatic expression of support after previous tension among some CARICOM nations. President Dr. Irfan Ali and other Guyanese officials have voiced gratitude for the support. Brazil and France are among non-regional countries that also provided operational assistance. Brazil gave aerial support, which is working alongside TNT's team in a large maritime search area. France sent a 15-member specialist team, including 12 divers. Rescue teams have been hailed for their courage and dedication. The incident took place off Guyana's Atlantic coast, near to the mouth of the Pomeroon River. At least 53 bodies have so far been recovered from the MV Barima wreck. Several children, including infants, are among those who died when the vessel capsized last Saturday night. Some children are members of a single family. Families have been huddled in grief. Around 76 people have been rescued so far. Several safety protocols failed during the tragic ferry journey, including loading and documentation, vessel standards, and crew conduct. There are reports of overloading of the vessel and a flawed passenger manifest. The Guyanese authorities have pledged independent criminal investigations, along with accountability and transparency. President Ali said the tragedy is one of the most painful moments in Guyana's history. He and other government officials have spent long periods with relatives of the deceased and missing in a display of public grief, on-the-ground engagement, and operational measures. Ali said no efforts will be spared to rescue passengers. He praised the extraordinary efforts of the relevant state services and volunteers in the ongoing mission. Efforts are being made to reposition the sunken MV Barima. 3 days of national mourning have been declared in honor of those who died.
I think it's a galleon's passage that went to Guyana, right? Is it? I have
no idea.
Because I saw the boat arrive either this morning, I think. But in closing, Heavy?
Right, so until tomorrow, we're back here, same time, same place, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Enjoy your evening, folks. Keep it locked. Right here. Up next, the wrap-up.
The wrap-up up next right now on Talk City 91.1. I see somebody say coming up next is Case for Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think it's Case. If they bring in a case, they'll have to challenge a constitutional case here. Both Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid. And the appeals court did not challenge a constitutional matter. They actually put them on house arrest. Right?
We had to go.
Of course. But I just want to make that point clear. If they bring in case, it's going to be a constitutional matter that they're going to fight against the state. And I don't think they could win that one. But anyway, keep it locked right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Up next, the wrap up with Obi and Kingsley. Remember to keep shooting for the stars and everything that you do, Trinidad and Tobago. If you can see it, you can 100% be it. And the moment you choose to give up is the moment a new star is born. Have a great one. We out.